Hi, welcome to Sam's Guitar Show. Today I'm going to be talking about my Gibson SG 61 reissue, and I'm going to tell a little bit of a story about how I got this guitar and why I got this guitar. Stay tuned. So for years growing up, I had always known that I wanted a Gibson SG as one of the guitars in my collection. And I'd always been attracted to them. I think they look so cool, and a lot of my guitar heroes play guitars like this. Angus Young, Jimmy Page. And so it had been my goal for a long time to get a Gibson SG like this. So spring of 2019, we went down to Nashville, Tennessee for a trip for a couple days, and I knew that I wanted to go into some of the guitar shops and just poke around and see what they had. I didn't know specifically that I was going to be, potentially buying a guitar, but I just wanted to look around. And so I knew that Carter Vintage Guitars was definitely the top of my list to go and check out. And so that was the first place we went. So we walked into Carter's, and if you haven't been there, you've got to go. And if you have been there, you know what I mean. It's just, it takes your breath away. I mean, it's unbelievable, these guitars that they have in there. And so I walked in and walked down the steps into the main gallery, and over on the left hand side they had the display case with Ed King's Fender Stratocaster that he used to record Sweet Home Alabama, and so immediately I was drawn to that. But then right ahead of me, hanging up on the wall, straight in the back of the room, were the Gibson SGs, and right away I was pulled right to it. And they had a handful, maybe 3 to 5 guitars, SGs hanging. And so I'm just kind of scanning them, and immediately there were 2 of them that I knew I was interested in. And what the 2 of them had in common was that it was only the half pickguard. And I knew that was a style that I was interested in, that 1961 style instead of the full pickguard. So they had 2 of them. And one of them was a 61 reissue, and one of them was a 61 Gibson custom shop. And so I pulled them both down and I played them, and both of them were great. The custom shop is just at a whole nother level. And so anyways, the custom shop was just out of my price range, but this one wasn't. And I played it for a long time. I plugged it into a bunch of amps that they had in some of the practice rooms, and I decided that this was the one I wanted. It was reasonably priced. It was on consignment, and they told me that it had been owned by a local gigging musician who moved on to another guitar. That musician had installed this piece on the end, which is basically to act as a counterweight for neck dives, because SGs tend to be very top heavy. when you have them on a strap. And so that actually helps out quite a bit. And so I ended up taking it home. Not that day, we went back again because I wanted to just think about it a little bit, but ended up going back. We grabbed it and I flew home with it. Checked it, right on the plane. Super easy. I'm assuming a lot of people probably do that because at the airport they seemed pretty used to it. So anyways, there it is. That's my Gibson SG 61 reissue. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm planning to make some more about this guitar. This was just the story of how I got it. Don't forget to like and subscribe again if you enjoyed this, and stay tuned. See you in the next video.